In the beginning, there was nothing. No light, no sound, no form, only an endless, fathomless deep. And over the face of those dark waters, the Spirit of God moved. This is the story of how everything began.
And God said,
"Let there be light." And in an instant, brilliance shattered the void, pure, radiant, and boundless. It was the first dawn of existence, a light that owed nothing to sun or star.
God saw that the light was good.
And he separated it from the darkness. He called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And so ended the first day. The universe had its first heartbeat, a rhythm of light and shadow. On the second day, God turned his hand to the waters. He placed a vast expanse between them, a great dome stretching out in every direction, dividing the waters above from the waters below. He called this expanse sky. Where once there had been only shapeless deep, now there was space, an open cathedral of air and cloud, the first canopy over a world still taking form. On the third day, God gathered the waters beneath the sky into one place, and dry ground appeared. He called the dry ground land, and the gathered waters he called seas. Mountains rose from the deep, valleys carved themselves into the earth. Then God spoke again, and the land answered. Grasses pushed through the soil, trees stretched toward the sky, heavy with fruit. Flowers opened in colors no eye had yet seen. The earth, once barren, was now alive, breathing, growing, abundant. On the fourth day, God set great lights in the heavens. The sun blazed forth to rule the day, a furnace of gold pouring warmth across the land. And for the night, he placed the moon, pale and silver, a quiet guardian over the sleeping world. Then he made the stars. Not a handful, not 1,000, but billions upon billions, scattered across the darkness like diamonds flung upon black velvet. They would mark the seasons, the days, and the years. The cosmos now had its clock. On the fifth day, God filled the waters with life. Great whales moved through the deep. Schools of fish shimmered like living silver beneath the waves. Creatures of every shape and size drifted through oceans, rivers, and streams. Then God filled the skies. Eagles soared on invisible currents. Songbirds called to one another across the treetops. Wings of every color beat against the open air. The world, once silent, was now a symphony of life. God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the waters and the skies." And they did. The seas teemed and the heavens sang. On the sixth day, God turned to the land and called forth living creatures. Cattle grazed on the green hillsides. Lions prowled through golden grass. Horses ran wild across open plains. Every creature, from the smallest insect to the mightiest beast, took its place upon the earth.
But God was not finished.
He had saved his greatest work for last. From the dust of the ground, God formed man, shaped him with his own hands, breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And man became a living soul. God created mankind in his own image. Male and female, he created them. He blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves upon the ground." Of all creation, only humanity bore the image of its Creator. They were given dominion, purpose, and a world overflowing with beauty. God looked upon everything he had made, and it was very good. By the seventh day, the heavens and the earth were complete in all their vast array. Every star was set, every creature named, every flower planted. The work of creation was finished. And so God rested, not from exhaustion, but in satisfaction, the rest of a master artist stepping back to behold his masterpiece. He blessed the seventh day and made it holy, setting it apart as sacred. This is the story of the first 7 days. From nothing, everything. From silence, a symphony. From darkness, a universe ablaze with light and life. And at the center of it all, humanity, created in love, given a world of wonder, and invited to walk with the one who made it all.